You did a mistake, a very big mistake, and then it is weighing on your conscience, and you feel that I should tell my partner that I cheated. Maybe that will make me feel better. But the question is, should you? You see, if you are watching this video, then it means you are here for one reason. You cheated and you are contemplating whether to confess or not. Yes, some couples are able to overcome cheating, others are not able to overcome cheating. The question is that, is confessing going to make your relationship better, or it is going to be the start of the end of your relationship? How do you think your partner is going to feel? He's going to be angered, he's going to feel betrayed, he's going to feel disappointed in whatever that you did. So if you so much regret your actions and you believe in yourself that you are not going to do that again, do you think that you really need to confess that you cheated? Ask yourself these questions. Is your love deep enough to survive the affair that you did? Is it so deep enough to survive that? Is your partner understanding enough to accept your lack of sexual control and forgive you? Are you willing to be with someone who will not trust you again? Someone who inhibits unforgiveness in him or her in that relationship? Would your partner ever try to get back at you by having an affair themselves? Okay, if he cheated, and then if he cheated, then it means that I can also cheat. Is your partner going to revenge because you cheated? Or worse, would your partner want to end the relationship? These are questions that you need to ask yourself before you decide to confess to whatever that you did. Now, learning to forgive someone isn't a weakness. In fact, it is very difficult to accept that we all make mistakes, even though some mistakes are pretty damaging. So, people really aren't good at forgiving. Is your partner good at forgiving? When you are married, you come with a package, you come with a family, you come with extended versions, you come with friends. Now, can your partner keep this between the two of you? Or he's going to tell other relatives, other friends? If he tells other relatives and other friends, if this thing go out, will you and your spouse be able to stand the gossip? Oh, she cheated. She even cheated. Especially if you are coming from my part of the world and you were a woman and then you cheat and then you decide to confess to your man and he decides to forgive you and he tells his friends or his family members that my woman cheated and I've decided to forgive him, my dear, they are going to tell him that he's in a way stupid, he doesn't have sense. Why would you want to be with a woman who cheated? Are you able to, would you and your partner be able to stand the gossip? Can your partner put this episode behind him? Can you put this episode behind you? At times, it is indeed better to just confess and then move on. I think you think that it will make you feel better and so everything will be okay, my dear. If you make the mistake of calling your partner with the name of the person that you did whatever with, you are doomed. In most cases, we've seen that a confession can actually bring partners closer in a relationship, but that happens only if both partners are willing to see it as a bad memory. So, how certain are you that your partner has a secret box in his head, in her head, where they can stash all that filthy dirt away? If also you decide not to confess, my dear, guilt will be stuck with you for the rest of your life. And if you are truly in love with your partner, you are going to be terribly guilty about the whole thing. The question is that if you also decide not to confess, can you lie in your partner's arms for the rest of your life without feeling guilty? If you cannot, then you have to confess. So whether you decide to confess or not, you have to weigh the pros and the cons. You have to weigh the effect of the confession on your relationship. If you want to live a life with guilt, and you can live a life with guilt, then you have to lock the secret away and don't ever talk about it. You may feel uncomfortable for a long time, and you may even have sudden urges to confess, but think of the damage it could cause and hold it back in. Promise yourself that you are through with that cheating ways and that you will be able to sleep on your bed from now on. It's a mistake you made and you decide not to do it again. Instead of going into the arms of another person or wallowing in guilt, focus on your loving partner and then know and learn how to love them the same way. And then soon enough, life might go back to normal with you and your partner, just as much as you try as much as possible not to cheat again. But there are some situations that you don't have any option than to confess. A situation where the person that you had the affair with is threatening to blackmail you. If you don't do this, I'll tell your partner. If you don't do that, I'll tell your partner. In a situation like this, you do not have any option than to confess. A situation where you want to use the fact that you cheated as an excuse to break up. This lady came to me and she said she cheated on her boyfriend twice. And she feels that even though the guy has told her that he has forgiven her, she feels that she doesn't deserve the guy. She feels that the guy is better than her. And so she wants to break up. So in a situation like this, you confess and then you break up. But make sure you do not go into details, explicit details of whatever you did, so that it doesn't hurt the person so much, even though it's going to hurt the person. And then a situation where a friend of your partner sees you and your lover in a compromising situation, be it a kiss or something more, that's where you would have to confess, because it is better to come from you than to come from a third person. And then a situation where a video or a picture of you and your lover starts going around, you do not have any option than to confess. Why would you even cheat in the first place? Anyway, you've done it. So I don't want to go much into that. A situation where you realize that your partner, the person that you cheated with, has an STI, you also have to confess to your partner so that both of you get checked. And then when your partner walks in and finds you in bed with another lover, you would have to confess, because who you are no baby. Most of the time when people cheat, they come up with a lot of lies. I'll never do it again. It's not true. It's not true. Once a cheat, it's always a cheat. And so if you cheated once, the probability that you will do it again is very high, unless you be disciplined enough. Another lie is, oh, it meant nothing. It was just a fling. You can't tell me that. You cannot tell me that. There is no way you will you have intimacy with someone and then says it was nothing. You felt something. You made a decision and decided to do that. We just made out. You can't get out of cheating using semantics, my dear. Kissing is intimacy. Flirting is cheating. Sexing is intimacy. Holding hands in an intimate way is intimacy. So don't say we just made up. Being intimate with someone else is cheating. Nobody will find out. That is what sometimes you say. Nobody will ever find out. Who told you? Who told you? Well, sometimes nobody finds out, but there is another person who knows that you did it. And that person is the other person that you cheated on with. How sure are you that that person will not ever tell anybody whatever that went on between the two of you? So let's say you've weighed the pros and cons and then you finally decided you need to confess. How are you going to do that? If you are going to confess to cheating, just know that there is no gentle or easy way to do it. However, if you decide to spill the details, it's going to upset your partner and make them feel like the sky is falling down on them. For a second, put yourself in their shoes. How would you feel if it was them confessing to you? There is no right or wrong way to confess to cheating. So, how do you do that? The moment you decide to confess to cheating, your heart will start beating hardly, to the extent that sometimes you might even hear your heart beating. Confessing about your mistakes seems like, my dear, it's not easy. It won't be easy for you. Just know that immediately that thing comes out of your mouth, your relationship might take a different course. But it's got nothing to do with the confession and everything to do with the two of you. The next time you decide to confess to your partner that you cheated, the first thing you have to do is to choose your time carefully. Please do not decide to confess immediately after you've had a nice time together. For instance, you went for a weekend, everything was okay, you guys were so happy, and right after that, you decide to confess that I cheated. It is going to make the person ask a lot of questions. So whatever we shared during the weekend, was it for real? Whatever that went on, was it a pretense? Don't also confess immediately after a misunderstanding, because the person might also see that, oh, the person might also take it from the point of view that, is it that she wants to hurt me more? He wants to hurt me more. So bring up the confession when both of you have been together, normally been together, maybe after a few hours, and then both of you do not have an important assignment in front of you. Maybe he's a student, he has a presentation, or he has an important assignment at the workplace. Check the timing before you decide to confess, and then prepare yourself. Know what to say, but you have to work on how also to say it right. You don't want to be mumbling and be giving excuses and be lying even as you do that. Decide on how to make it very clear as possible, and then prepare yourself to face all the questions that might come with it. Prepare your answers, honest answers, without breaking your partner's heart even more. Choose your words well and rehearse in front of a mirror if possible, so that you do not mumble or you do not stumble as you do it. And then please also choose the right place. Do not go to a very romantic place, maybe somewhere that when you started a relationship, you guys used to go there, that you have nice memories about that place. Don't go there. Do not also decide to be in a public, because he might bust out, she might bust out, he or she might react in ways that he or she is not supposed to. So if the relationship has been a little bit longer and you guys are so matured in all angles, then you can decide to do it either in your house or in his house, but do not do it in a public place, so that you do not wash your dirty linings in public. And then please leave it open. Do not tell your partner that if you love me, then you should be able to forgive me. Sometimes you even go like, when you cheated, I forgave you. So why is it that you can't be able to forgive me? No, leave it open. Give your partner that time. Give your partner time to heal. Tell him or her, okay, I know I've hurt you. I know that you didn't expect me to do this, but it has happened. Please let me know when you are ready. Let me know when you think you are ready enough for us to discuss it more, or you are ready enough to go on with the relationship, or you are ready enough to forgive me. Don't give them an ultimatum and make it look as if it were me, I would have forgiven, or make it look as if, oh, it is normal, especially when it comes to the guys. Hey, I'm not the only guy who cheated. There have been guys who cheated. My friend cried, cheated, and her girlfriend forgave her. So why can't you forgive me? No, 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 don't do that. You can't be doing that. So keep it open and then give the person time to heal. It is not easy. That is why I said that. Ask yourself, if it were to be the other way around, how are you going to feel? And please, confess or not, never do it again. Let me say it slowly. If you decide to confess or not, never do it again. Never do it again. You decided to be with him or her. You decided this is the person I want. If at a point in time you feel that you do not want the person again, it is better you walk out of the relationship and then start another one. Whatever being the situation, let it be one at a time. As much as if you are cheated on, you are not going to be happy, do not do it again. Even if the person decides to forgive you, even if the person decides to end the relationship, even if the person decides to go on the relationship with you, whatever being the case, even if it is not in this relationship but another relationship, do not do it again. You see what you've gone through, the guilt and all those things. I am not sure you want to go through that again. But one thing about cheating is that if you continue to cheat, then the guilt will start weighing down. And then you feel that, oh, it is normal. Oh, there is nothing wrong with that. Then you start telling yourself lies to convince yourself why it is normal. But it is not normal. It is not normal. So if you have decided that this is something that I did that I was not supposed to do, right, then I'm not sure you should do it again. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. I really hope that this video has helped you in a way. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that, and ask any question that you want to ask me in the comment section. Please feel free to chat me privately on IG, Facebook, TikTok. It's Epianyami on all social media platforms. Thank you once again, and I'll definitely see you in the next video. Nyamin Kam.